You are watching the Staten Island Soccer Report. And don't forget, Monday Live.
You are watching the Staten Island Soccer Report. Yeah.
You're watching the Staten Island Soccer Report. You're watching the Staten Island Soccer Report.
Ho dedicato la mia vita ai momenti più felici, ad inseguire un sogno, il mio sogno. Quante volte mi hai deluso, non importa, io ci credo e vivo il mio sogno. Mari di grande amore, Bari unica e sola, Bari nel nostro cuore, non ti lasceremo da solo.
All right, there it is. That soccer ball right into your living room. Welcome, everyone, to a brand new edition of the Staten Island Soccer Report, coming to you live tonight from the studios of CTV. Alongside me, Vito's back for another show. And tonight we got Brian behind the glass. Thanks to Vito and Brian for helping out tonight. Without them, there's no show. First thing, we got a lot to talk about, transfers and stuff like that. But first things first, I want to wish all the kids trying out for high school soccer. I know that started up, I believe, last couple days.
I was there before. I remember that.
Yeah, so you wish them all the luck. They want to play for the high school. You feel proud to play, for your high school sports and stuff like that. So good luck to them. Other than that, I know the youth season's going to start, the travel season, that starts up too for kids, right? So when we get more information on that, standings and, different things going on, we'll mention that on the next show. But for this show, we have a lot of transfers. I know you did a lot of digging on that.
Big time.
Yeah, right? You spent some time looking up a lot of things. Where are we going to start, Vito?
Wherever you want to start.
Let's do some transfers, like big ones, like,
Well, I just heard the biggest news can be, this is new, that Neymar might go to Juventus for 100 million euros and Dybala in a switch.
Do they really need him? That's the whole thing. Do they really need him? And I don't think he's like a dynamic player like he used to be. So I don't know. For me, I don't even think they need him. But we'll see. It's just a rumor right now, right?
Yeah, that's all it is right now. We'll see what's going to take place. Because they were saying for a while Icardi was going to come to Juventus in a switch for Dybala. There's been a lot of different talks. A big deal was Mario Balotelli coming back to Brescia, where he grew up. He was born in Palermo, but he was raised in Brescia. Right. So I think that will be a big boost to Serie A. But also, he wants to regain the national team. So I think that's the right place to get back is Serie A. And if he could have a strong season, then we'll see him back.
Listen, we got some stuff going with him with Super Mario. For me, he should be on a national team. That's just my thing.
Understood. Yeah, I think he's going to prove himself. I don't see why not. He's hungry. Yeah. He wants to get back, and I think he's ready. He's 29 years old. He's still got a lot left in him.
Yep.
Also, the team that's closest to Bari, Lecce, is making their return to Serie A. And now today, there's a rumor that Wilfred Boni, who's age 30, Ivory Coast International. They're talking about making him a major signing. You know what? They're playing Inter Milan. How fitting that, Antonio Conte is going back, is playing where he was born in Lecce. That's their first opponent for Inter. And Lecce got La Padula. They made some good moves. But now there's been, in the rumor mill, they were talking about getting Babacar. Looked like it wasn't going to happen. They talked about getting Emmanuel Abayar, the Togo international. He's 30 years old. I tell you, Lecce's got to get couple more pieces, before the week starts.
Yeah. Well, before the week starts, I don't know if they'll be able to do that, but they got a tough first game, right?
Oh, yeah, it's always difficult. They're not expected to win against Inter, but although Inter did lose last year against Sassuolo the first game of the season.
Okay.
So we'll see how things play out.
Different team, different coach.
Yeah, I think this Inter team is much more improved. With Sensi, Barilla, Diego Godin, and Lukaku was the biggest signing. And now, today, Alexei Sanchez will go through a physical tomorrow. He's joining Inter. That's another one.
Yeah. All right. Biggest signing. biggest transfer. Who is it? The biggest so far.
Biggest is probably Lukaku going to Inter, I think.
That's
That's a
it?
pretty big one.
That's it. So you think Inter closed the gap?
They did, but I don't think.
Because they're all chasing Juve.
Yeah, I think Inter last year they got 4th place. This year they could be a 2nd or 3rd place finisher. But I don't think they're ready to be the champions of Serie A yet.
No, I don't think, no.
You know, because
until-
you need to have a complete
Yeah.
team: defense, midfield, up front, and your
I still
depth in
think
the bench.
I still think it's Juve Napoli. And
Yeah.
we'll get Vincenzo in a few
Yeah,
minutes.
I think that's the case, and then Inter could squeeze a 3rd spot. 3rd place wouldn't
Yeah.
be bad for them.
I know we spoke before the show about Inter making all these signings. They signed all these players,
They
a
did.
new coach, right?
They
But
did.
it doesn't mean anything right now.
It doesn't mean anything
They
until
still
the
gotta
games
play. Right,
And
exactly.
they don't want to be known as the New York Mets, the biggest bust in '92 when they got Bobby Bonilla and all these
Right.
good players.
Chemistry,
We'll see.
it's big. It's
The
big.
only thing I see is they got Antonio Conte, and he doesn't tolerate anything. He's
True.
Pugliese, born in Lecce.
Yeah.
He, all the negative crowds in the
Mm-hmm.
locker room. He got rid of some players that he felt were going to be a
Distraction.
nuisance. Yeah.
Right.
So I think Conte, he knows how to get things done. So I think Inter will have a much better season. I'd
Okay.
be surprised if they don't.
Yeah, I mean, look, top 3, Champions League, right? That's a Champions League
Yeah.
qualification for next year.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
if they finish top 3, yeah, they should be happy with
And
that.
we got all these body. It's like we're in body town, body mania. I got the
Yeah.
body keychain.
Right.
I got this thing was 100 years of body in 2008. You got the other one from SS Body. The only thing I don't
Yeah.
have
What
is
does the second scarf say?
Non ti lasceremo mai sola.
Now in English.
We will never leave you alone. That's
There you
body.
go.
That's their
Right.
slogan.
Exactly.
I have everything body. The only thing I don't have are the body boxes or the body bathing
The only
suit.
thing we need is Gianluca here.
That's yeah.
The Moles, the other Moles from
Yeah,
Bari.
yeah. He mentioned he doesn't like the coach of
Yeah.
Body, Konechini. He doesn't like him.
So he's saying Juve first, Inter second, Roma third, Napoli fourth. Well, I'm not, let's not, Napoli, I think, let's give them some credit still, but we'll see. Inter, hey, you know what? There's going to be good games. Inter,
Yeah, it will
Juve,
be. It
right?
will be. It
Right?
will be. Definitely, no question
Yeah,
about
all
it.
right, so we might have a phone call.
Did you want to talk about the Coppa Italia results,
We
John?
might have somebody on the phone line. Let's see. You're on the Staten Island Soccer Report. Going once, twice.
I don't know why
Okay,
we
we'll
had
continue.
these issues with
So what do we got next?
Go ahead, Brian.
What do we got? No, it's okay. What do we got next?
No, I was going to say Coppa Italia.
Coppa Italia. Yeah,
Uh,
we got some scores
Yeah, that's
there.
good. That's good, John.
We've got a little feedback maybe going also. And, yeah, these are the scores from
Yeah, I
yesterday.
have them also.
Okay, you got them.
Yeah, no, leave them here. That's good.
Yeah.
Brescia, Perugia.
That was from yesterday,
Yeah,
correct?
yeah, but that was the Brescia Perugia game. So Perugia, okay.
Oh. Okay, we got Vincenzo on the line, but there might be a feedback going on, Brian.
So
Okay.
Perugia beat Brescia, surprisingly,
Yeah.
John, 2-1. Sassuolo beat Spezia 1-0. Verona loses to Cremonese 2-1.
Right.
A lot of analysts think that Cremonese can get back to Serie
Yeah.
A this year.
All right, Vincenzo, you there?
Empoli beat Pescara 2-1. Fiorentina had no problem with Monza. Berlusconi owns Monza 3-1.
Okay.
Cittadella
Yeah,
beat
let's try and get Kenny in here. Maybe he can help you
Cittadella
out.
beat Carpi on penalties 8-7. Cagliari beat Chievo 2-1. Sampdoria had no problem with Crotone 3-1, John.
Right.
Spal against Falapassalo 3-1. Lecce beat Salernitana. That's Salernitana is Ventura, the former coach of Italy.
Right.
He coaches
Yes.
Salernitana now. And they had no problem beating them 4-0. Genoa won, actually, 4-1 to Imolese. Ascoli beat Trapani 2-0. Parma beat Venezia 3-1. Frosinone beat Monopoli 5-1. And Udinese beat Sud Tirol 3-1. Bologna beat Pisa 3-0.
Okay.
So now, in the next round, John, on December 4th, Udinese is going to play Bologna. That's
All right, Vincenzo, you there?
going to continue, please?
Yeah.
Cagliari, Sampdoria, Spal, Lecce, Genoa, Ascoli, Parma, Frosinone, Perugia, Sassuolo, Cremonese, Empoli, and Fiorentina, Cittadella. That's going to be the next one.
Yes, Vincenzo, we hear you. Okay, that's in December, right?
That's going to be in December, correct?
Vincenzo, can you hear us? If not, we're going to have to disconnect the call. We'll continue. Yeah, if the control room, you could just cut the phone line. Yeah,
So when you're talking about Napoli,
right.
you still got a great coach in Ancelotti.
Oh, what's going on with Napoli now? You got,
tell
got,
you,
you got.
They didn't really make that many moves. Maybe they don't need to make that many moves because the big rumor was they were supposed to get James Rodriguez.
Right.
Now they're talking about they're supposed to get Laurent. They're very close in getting the Spaniard, Laurent.
Yeah.
So
Napoli, pretty much the same team.
pretty much.
Right.
We'll see if anything crazy happens in the last few days.
And what's going on with
Per i
Dybala?
napolitani, I just want yam. O vita mia, o cuore, hai visto il cuore. Sei stato il primo amore, e il primo e l'ultimo amore. Il primo e l'ultimo sarai per me. So that's message for the Napolitani. The biggest, probably the biggest fans. They're really crazy soccer fans.
All right, let's cut the phone line, because it's obviously not.
Definitely got
Hopefully we took care of that.
So now,
though.
John, you were mentioning about Body. The biggest signing for Body, John, was Mirko Antonucci. We brought him up a lot during the
Right.
show, even with Felix, because he was a good scorer with Spal.
Right.
And now they're able to take him from the Serie A club to Body in Serie
Yeah.
C. So and Mirko Antonucci is going to be the heart and the soul in the team. And they've gotten some big signings from Roma, some youth players, mixture of players. Franco Brienza retired. Their goalie's supposed to be pretty good. I mean, what is Body supposed to do? Replicate what they did last year.
That's
You
it.
won the
Yeah.
Serie D, you have to win the Serie C.
Right.
The talk is that them and Catania are probably going to be the teams contending for Serie C.
Mm-hmm.
But obviously, is Cornacchini the right coach to handle it? D was no problem. Hopefully C, he won't have any issues.
Yeah.
Because it's a different league. And
All right, let's see. If we might have Vincenzo back on the line. Let's try one more time.
Hey, Johnny, are you there?
All right, there he goes. Vincenzo Tozzo. What's up, Vincenzo?
Well, we tried it before, but finally we got through the line.
Yeah.
So what's going on with you and Vito there?
There's a lot of last-minute moves, Vincenzo Buonasera. There's a lot of, I don't know if you heard, but now they're talking about Neymar maybe joining Juventus for 100 million, and
No, listen.
Dybala getting exchanged. And also, Alexei Sanchez will go through a medical. He's joining Inter Milan. Tomorrow's his physical, so.
Well, this year, Vito, I like a lot Inter.
Inter on paper is going to be very good. On
Yeah.
paper, we'll see what'll happen on the field, but on paper, very good.
Well, Vincenzo, signing all the players in the world, that doesn't mean anything. They have to still
No.
go. They have to go out and do the job.
But
And
Neymar, if he goes to Juventus, shame on Juventus.
Yeah, I don't.
What is he going to do with that kind of player?
Yeah, right.
The troublemaker.
yeah, that's what we were talking
I
about
don't
before the
think
show.
he's,
We mentioned that he's a distraction.
Yeah, we don't need him. They don't need him.
I'm
That's for sure.
surprised. I don't know. They were talking about Icardi. That's who the whole thing the last few weeks was. Icardi's supposed to go in exchange for Dybala. So I don't know. You know what? We don't know for sure until
you see
it happens.
Vito, the goal that Dybala scored?
Beautiful goal.
Tristina.
Oh, I
Beautiful.
didn't see it, but
Yeah,
I know
I-
he's been doing good things.
Beautiful goal, Vincenzo.
That goal is back to Juventus.
Yeah.
Yeah, no question.
Yeah, they're
I
gonna
know,
keep him.
Vincenzo, I think Lecce and Brescia could be the surprise teams of Serie A, especially that Lecce signed La Padula. They have Taxidis, the Greek player from Roma. And now they're talking about getting Wilfred Bony, the Ivory Coast international. They were talking about a couple weeks ago, they almost had Babacar. That fell through. Then they were talking about getting Abayor, the Togo international. I think they need to make another big signing before they play Inter. So
It's
if
not
they
gonna
can
happen.
get somebody, well, we'll see. We'll see
not
what
gonna
they
happen.
have, what their management has in mind.
Not gonna happen. They don't have the money for that. They can't
John
compete.
is happy about his favorite player, all-time favorite player.
Yep.
He's playing with Brescia.
Yes.
Oh, Mario Balotelli, that was a big move.
Balotelli, Johnny, welcome back.
But they're not going to welcome to the national team. That's where we want to see him on a
Well, it's up to
national.
Mancini now. If he does good.
Yeah, you know what they
I think
said,
he-
Vincenzo? They said if Balotelli scores at least 15 goals, he'll probably be back on the national team. I mean,
that's what I'm saying. Now it's up to him.
yeah,
Shape up or shape out.
Yeah. I mean, another good thing is Ciccio Caputo back in Serie A. He had 16 goals last year, guys. He missed 3 or 4 penalties. Now he's with Sassuolo. He's got Domenico Berardi on his flank, right next to him. So, and Berardi
Caputo,
last year was a
Vito, that was your
disappointment. He
player,
only
right?
scored 8 goals. What's that?
Caputo was your player.
Yeah.
He scored 16 goals. He's from Altamura, Bari. You know,
Empoli.
he has a great chance to win the scoring title this year. Now, if he does, will Mancini look at him? That's the whole thing, you know.
You know, now, beginning of season, another week or so.
Yep.
Listen, Caputo, all these Balotelli, Caputo, that they are on the waiting list. Right away. Don't waste, let me put myself in shape. A couple of, no. Start producing right away.
Right away.
And you're going to be
Impress.
noticed.
That's right. I'm with you. It starts week 1. It starts this Parma Juventus, the first game on Saturday, and then Udinese Milan to follow. Yeah, you know. Now, if Caputo does what he's supposed to do, then the blame is on Mancini. You know, if Caputo does, he scores in bunches, scores a hat trick, scores, a poker. You know.
Well, I would like to see, Vito, if you are constant score goal, one goal, well, be happy. But if you score 3 goals today, then you go sleeping for 3 weeks, then you score 3
No,
goals.
you want
then you go sleep
consistency.
again.
Yeah, consistency.
That's not good.
No, consistency is everything.
And it depends on who he scored the goal against, too.
Yeah,
right?
against
Last year he scored against top
Mickey
clubs.
Mouse,
Last year he scored against Juventus. He scored important goals last year.
Well, look, he was overlooked, and we'll see what
and now
happens.
he's with a better
So,
club.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. with
Last
that.
year was with Empoli.
See
now
what
he's with
happens. Right now, for me, I think I'd rather take Balotelli than anybody.
Let's see.
As a striker up top,
Yeah.
I'd take him.
Balotelli with the experience,
Yeah.
but if Caputo could do well, even if he's on the bench, we'll see. It all depends on who produces. That's what it's
Yeah.
going to come down to.
Well, Johnny, my team this year, I would like to see them doing good. Fiorentina.
Yeah.
Well,
now
they won yesterday. Was it
Yeah.
yesterday? Coppa
Yeah, they
Italia?
did. They won.
Yeah.
Now they have the New York Cosmo owner,
Right.
Yeah, Fiorentina, Commisso.
Rocco Commisso.
I would like to see them just because, the Fiorentina, they were here in New York a couple of weeks ago. They went in the Bronx, Little Italy in the Bronx.
Yeah, I think they played in Red Bull Arena.
Yeah.
Right,
So,
yeah.
it's nice interchange or communication with Italy and over here.
Yeah.
I like that,
Yeah.
I wish them great luck because I wanted really to see them doing.
Well, you want to see Fiorentina
and
do
then
good.
after that, who knows?
Last year they were disappointed. They almost got relegated. It came down
Yeah,
to the
at the end
last
of
game
the
of the
Oh,
season.
yeah, things went bad for them towards the end of the year.
Yeah,
so.
last year wasn't good. And now Fiorentina. Speaking of them, I don't know if you guys know, Frank Ribéry just signed, 35-year-old for Fiorentina today.
Yeah, but that's maybe just more experience type of thing, you know.
Well, everybody remember Vito. It's not such a sweet guy.
Yeah.
You know what
And
I mean? He's
Yeah.
like Balotelli in the making. Okay?
yeah.
Yeah.
And also, guys, Rugani is on standby to Roma. I don't know if you heard. They got Spinazzola from Juventus. Now they're trying to get Rugani.
Yep.
Lazio signed today for $5 million Pavlovic, done deal. And Napoli, Verde is going to Torino, they're saying, for $20 million. That's also in the works. There's a
Which
couple-
player, Vito? Which one?
Verde.
Oh, Verdi.
Is going to Torino, they're saying, for 20 million.
Verdi, he was a promising young player, and something happened.
Fellas, I wanted to mention the next round for Coppa Italia: Udinese, Bologna, Cagliari, Sampdoria, Spal, Lecce, Genoa, Ascoli, Parma, Frosinone, Perugia, Sassuolo, Cremonese, Empoli, Frosinone, Cittadella. December 4th, next round.
Well, Vito, this year, if we notice the Serie B, right, the teams of Serie B,
Yeah.
compared to last year you could remember some names. Now, this
Yeah.
year you got Cittadella, Entella,
Yeah,
Pordenone. Where these teams they come from?
Yeah, that's true.
So it's going to be really hard to follow Serie B.
Yeah.
And Laurent is close to signing for Napoli. I don't know if you guys know about that.
Which one?
Laurent, the Spaniard,
Oh, Laurent. Yeah, he still could be used. But Napoli. What I like about Napoli, I guarantee you, Vito, my word, your calendar, your Facebook, whatever you got, Twitter, Napoli, at the end of the season, will be the best defense team. one is going to get the least amount of goals.
And that's why I say it's Juve Napoli, 1-2, or it could be, you know.
It's been like that for a little bit. That's been the theme for a
Yeah,
little
that's going to
bit.
be the way it is.
Yeah, no, they got the,
So,
top two coaches.
Vincenzo, let's spend a couple minutes here. I mean, give me your picks for Serie A, the teams and where they're going to finish, and we'll hold on to them and we'll see if,
I just want to say real quickly, I was recognized as a top body fan on SS Body, the webpage on Facebook.
Right.
They gave me recognition for that.
I don't believe that. That's fake news. Okay, so Vincenzo, give me the top 5 teams in Serie A.
This year, more than ever, Juventus is not a sure shoe-in.
Well,
Right? This year, you're going to see Juventus, I would give them like maybe 60%. Then Napoli and Inter, even 50-50. And then everything goes after that.
so give me
Roma don't look good to me.
give me number 4. Number 4. Who's your
Number
pick?
4 is,
Four will be a surprising team. Every year,
Okay.
who's there? Atalanta.
well, last
Oh,
year,
Atlanta.
last year Atalanta got third ahead of Inter last year.
Okay, give me number
Atalanta
5.
is always there. Every year, always in that position.
And-
the
and
third
give me-
and fourth position. Atalanta, I like the coach. So what I'm proud of this
Yeah,
year,
he's very good coach.
I think Italy, they have
Mm-hmm.
the best coaches. Conte,
Yeah, right. Ancelotti.
Sarri,
Yeah.
you name it, Ancelotti.
Right.
Maybe one or two coaches that still, but overall, believe me, we are proud of what, I know you got Guardiola, Mourinho, but
Yeah.
Italy, for me, they have the best coaching. Gianpaolo
Don't
from Milan.
don't forget the women's side in Italy too. Right.
Yeah, but another good coach that I would pay become a fly, a mosquito, to see Gianpaolo training session.
Yeah.
Right.
He earned it. The last few
You
years.
become a coach, you go watch Sarri, Gianpaolo.
Yeah. He earned it
Okay.
now by going to a
You learn
major
a lot.
club. He was doing good the last
Okay,
few seasons.
Vincenzo, give me number 5. Who finishes number 5 in your opinion?
I first hoping to team that they find the formula, they find the system, everything. Could be anybody. Could be.
Give me
I would
one.
like to see Fiorentina in top 5. If I have to call, if I have to root, I'll say Fiorentina. Come on, let's at least
All right.
some kind of Europa
Yeah, a
Cup.
few years ago, Sassuolo was in that position. They were in the
Yeah.
Coppa UEFA situation.
So you're not counting Roma, Milan, nothing, huh? Nothing.
No, Milan, like I said,
I
the
think Roma's going to be better. I don't know.
Juventus, Napoli, Inter, Atalanta. Then Milan,
Oh,
number possible 5. Fiorentina, everything. You could be a surprising team. You know which is surprising team? Cagliari.
yeah.
Well, Cagliari got Nainggolan back.
Yeah. So
Okay,
Cagliari
Vito.
could be there.
Vito, give me your top 5.
Well,
Top 5.
Well,
Top
Juventus number 1.
What? So you're afraid to go against
No,
Juventus, right?
why
Because
can
they're champions, and you
No,
can't.
it's not about John. When you have a winning formula, and then now you add Sardi, he's fresh off of the Coppa UEFA.
Okay, number 2.
Probably Napoli, more than likely. More than likely, it's going to be tough to.
You spoke about Inter. Now,
Inter
okay.
second or
Wait.
third, but I think
Give
they're
me-
going to
give
get
me.
third. They're going to do better. Inter was
Okay.
fourth last year. I think
Okay.
they'll get to third at least, minimum.
Inter's 3. Give me
Second
number
or
4.
third for Inter.
Give me number 4.
Number 4 is probably going to be Roma, more than likely. Roma,
Well, you got Napoli as 2, right?
yeah.
Okay. And Roma is 4.
Fourth, I
Who's
would
number
say.
5?
5 is probably Milan. Probably.
Okay. I mean,
It could be.
whoever it is, whoever
It
you want it to
could
be.
be Milan. It could be Sampdoria.
All
But
right.
usually it would be tough to see Milan going backwards after a little
Yeah.
bit. They've been,
Oh, look, you can't go against Juventus, especially now, Vincenzo, with Buffon back there.
Yeah,
and,
Buffon.
and I know
Hey, Johnny, Buffon's my age. What's the matter?
I know he's not going to play a lot of the games, right? I think he signed guarantee at least 8 games he's
Yeah.
going to play. He wants to break the record of all-time
Mm-hmm.
games played in Serie A, right? So, and who holds that record right now?
Paolo Maldini.
Maldini, right?
I think I
Yeah,
have to
you're
double
right.
check that.
Yeah, I think it is Maldini. So you can't go against Juventus. So you got to pick them to be the champion again. And I'll go out on a limb, and I'm not going to say Napoli number 2. I'm going to say Inter.
I think it's second or third for Inter. Pick
Right.
them. Pick it.
Right.
You know, it's a toss of a die.
All right, then you got Napoli, all right? And then, but of course, those two could flip. They
Yeah,
could, right, like you said.
obviously can.
All right, Roma and Milan. That's how I'll pick
Johnny,
it.
I don't know why Rome and Lazio this year, I don't think they're even going to make a Europa Cup.
Yeah, no one's, Lazio's like falling off the map,
Yeah.
right?
Nobody's really mentioned them too much.
They've done nothing of signing-wise?
Nothing big. Nothing big for
right.
them.
So-
Remember, Roma, they sold Manolas to Napoli.
Yep,
Manolas, I thought, is one of the better, along with Koulibaly.
yep.
They are the top two defenders.
And they lost De Rossi. He's gone.
Yeah, he retired.
Well, they don't.
No, he didn't retire. He's playing
Yeah, he's in
Playing Buenos
another
Aires.
league. Yeah, he's in another league now.
Boca
I mean,
Juniors.
Boca Juniors,
The
right?
thing with Roma, they re-signed Zeko. That was like their biggest sign. You know, just
Okay.
that was their. You know, now Spinazzola, he's a good player. He's an Italian national.
Listen,
team.
all those games are going to be exciting. You know, you got Juventus, Napoli, right?
Yeah.
Juve, Inter,
Mm-hmm.
Roma, Inter, Roma, Milan. Those are still good games to
Yeah,
watch.
no
Those are all
question.
good games. Milan, Juve.
And I tell you, I'm high on Lukaku because John and Vincenzo, in my opinion, I think Belgium is going to win the Euro Cup in 2020. And Lukaku is only going to grow as a better player in Serie A.
Oh, that's a whole different show for
Yeah.
that. But I don't think that's going to happen anyway. We'll see. We'll see.
As long as the
Hey, Johnny,
Italians could
Lukaku-
qualify and do something in the Euros.
I see that if Inter would have got Dzeko from Roma, then Juventus would, would be 50-50.
Yeah.
Because Inter, Lukaku, he has to get used to the Italian defender.
Right.
The Italian defenders, they play double, they play rough. If they would have got the other player from Roma, then Johnny would. Right now, still the way you guys said, Juventus first and then everybody else.
Yeah.
But,
Juventus could win 10 titles
I
in a
like
row.
the season
That's how good they are.
upcoming season. One of the better ones, I think.
Well, listen, a champion, I think they've won 8 in a row, right? 8?
Yeah.
So listen, Vincenzo, a champion is always going to be a champion until somebody knocks them out.
That's right. That's what it is.
Right. You have to dethrone them, knock them out. So nobody has taken over the top spot yet.
Yeah.
Once you say, all right, let's just pick Napoli. Say Napoli starts the season, they win, and Juve ties. Already they're behind the 8 ball, right?
Yeah.
So that we haven't seen that.
No, we haven't.
So,
You know what?
Juventus starts the season off, they win games, and that's
John,
it.
Until, like, Napoli, if they would sign Messi, then you say, wow, the
Yeah.
next Maradona. And until they make a major signing like that,
Right, and these new players for Inter, right, that you got coming in, just like Ronaldo last year, he didn't score goals in the beginning.
Yeah, he didn't. But Inter added the
No.
youth. Barilla on the national team, Stefano Sensi on
And
the
they added a
national
good
team.
coach,
They
a good
did, they
coach,
did,
which
they
means a lot too, so.
Week 1, guys, Cagliari Brescia, Fiorentina Napoli, Inter Lecce, Parma Juventus, Roma Genoa,
Yeah.
Sampdoria Lazio, Spal Atalanta, Torino
Okay.
Sassuolo,
So-
Udinese Milan, and Verona Bologna. That's your first week.
Well, look, it's the 8 o'clock mark, we got 30 minutes to go in the show, we got Vincenzo, the famous Vincenzo.
Hey, famous. I don't know, famous.
From Brooklyn,
The old Vincenzo.
All right, yeah, he's on the phone line. So you just went down the list of the first week, right?
Yeah.
So it looks like the top teams are going to win their first games, right?
Yeah, but nothing ever goes as planned.
Right,
Last year,
but-
Inter lost their first week to Sassuolo.
That's the way it looks right now, unless there's an upset. In
Yeah,
the
and that's
making.
the nice thing. Lately, we've been
Right.
seeing a lot of upsets.
Hey, Vito, Inter Lecce. It will sound like Conte has something to say in that game.
Well, it's how fitting that he comes back. He's playing the team where he was born in Lecce. He started his career in Lecce, and now that's who he's meeting for his first game, which is interesting.
I will put a.
You couldn't put a better script together than that.
Yeah.
I'll put an X. How's that?
Yeah, you
I-
never know. You never know. Draw.
Just
Yeah.
sentimental.
I tell you, if Lecce gets this big signing this week, then I think they could have their say. But Inter's not going to be easy. The toughest opponent they got in week 1. But what about
Okay, let's talk
Bari?
about any surprises.
Okay.
Who could be a surprise team?
I told you
and Serie
Lecce and Brescia, as far as I'm concerned.
Give me one team that's going to stay in Serie A for next year.
I would
one
say
team.
Cagliari.
Well, Cagliari's improved, I think, with Nainggolan big
So-
time.
Cagliari and they produce a lot of young kids.
Right.
You know?
Cagliari
thing.
is a
Yeah, they'll
bench
stay,
for
but I
them.
think
With
I do like.
another experienced player. Watch out for Cagliari. I'm not saying they're going to make a Europa Cup, but they're going to be una brutta gatta da pelare.
Okay.
Hey, Vito, you got that?
Yeah, I
It's
do.
Italian saying.
I
Una
do-
brutta gatta da pelare means
Yeah, I
very
understand.
hard to beat them.
Yeah, hard to tame. I do like Lecce because Lapadul, I think, is really a good, adding to the mix of what they already have, what they did in Serie B. They were the second place finish.
Right.
And I think that Lecce will surprise people. I don't think maybe they're not expecting much. Their coach is very good, Fabio Liverani.
We know how tough it is to finish the top two
Yeah.
in Serie B, right? So,
And then they also added Catorano forward, who used to be with Bari. He'll help them out too. I think, and I think one of the biggest signings was Farias. Farias, the Brazilian Vincenzo, he did good last year in Serie A. They get him. I think that was a good signing for them. And they also get Rispoli, the defenseman from Palermo.
okay.
Sometimes, Vito, if like a team like Lecce, Brescia, they come from, Brescia, they got money, they could afford. But Lecce, you don't know what's the financial budget. And if you take a couple of good players from Serie B, from last year, bring it up,
Yep.
right? And just and see what happens. Because they don't cost you a lot, but these guys, they want to play, they got passion. I would say, if you sign, I like when they signed the few best players from last year from the B division, because now they wanna put themselves,
You know what? It's been a long time. Lecce and Brescia, it's been a long time since they were in Serie A. So for them to one and done, it wouldn't be good. So
No, definitely not. No.
It's been a long time coming. They
Yep.
prepared, they went through tough battles. So I still think Lecce and Brescia will stay in Serie A. I think they will do the right thing to, maybe they'll even make some winter transfer moves when the time comes.
So, John, it's good
about-
because now we cover the top four positions, the middle standing, and the bottom standing. We got everything in
Yeah.
one session.
Well, you're always going to have a surprise team in any division, right? So,
Thank you.
and right, Vincenzo, there's always going to be a team that's going to surprise you. We could turn to the MLS. We got about 20 minutes left. So, the MLS, they have a surprise team too, LAFC, the first year.
Yeah.
All right, and they're the best team in the league. The first year they put this team together,
Yeah.
and they by far the best team in the MLS. So there you go.
For sure.
Nobody thought that they would run away with the title here, with the supporter shield.
I wanted to mention to you guys, Vincenzo, in Serie C, Bari, the Derby, Week 6, Bari Monopoly. I think
Monopoly,
that's
yeah.
going to be an interesting game.
I
People
thought
look
you were going
for.
to say Barry Foggia.
No,
No,
What happened?
Fudger's even worse. Fudger went to D.
Yeah,
Then they get
Yeah.
they got penalized.
yeah, they went
Oh,
back.
see, Johnny,
Yeah.
if you do something wrong, I don't feel sorry for you.
Right. Yep.
You did it yourself.
Yeah.
Right?
And,
So,
and what about Palermo? They went to D2. First they said they were going to stay in B, although I don't think Palermo's going to stay long in these higher divisions.
Well, look, the problem with that is who's going to go? You're not going to get top players to play in City of D.
Yeah, yeah.
So they have to get out of the hole that they're in, just like Body,
Yeah.
Same thing. So you're not going to sign players now. You got to get back to Serie B to sign anybody decent.
usually, Johnny, Serie D, you got a couple of old guys like Ribery, the players that were born in Bari, then now they're over the hill.
Right.
Because, with the young kids, they run all over the place. You'll be like the mastermind.
Vincenzo,
That's the only way. Otherwise,
Yeah.
Serie D is amateur, so it's
Yeah.
an amateur level.
And
so.
and this year, Vincenzo, they're celebrating 60 years of Lega Pro. 1959 to 2019 is 60 years of the league, Serie C.
60 years, yeah.
And
So
there's some interesting games. Avellino Bari, Week 10. Avellino beat Bari, knocked them out in the Coppa Italia. Bari has a chance to get revenge in Week 10.
right, okay.
Bari Catanzaro, Week 11. Catania Bari, Week 12. Should be interesting.
Listen, Vito, for me, what the names you're telling me now, Catania, Catanzaro, Bari, Avellino, I said, this is not the Serie C, it's Serie B.
Yeah,
It seems
yeah,
that way.
all these teams,
They're
yeah.
competitive. I mean, you're right. We didn't get those names in D.
Oh, Body lost yesterday to Avellino.
Yeah, they got knocked out of the
They
Coppa
lo-
Italia. They won the first game of Coppa Italia.
Yeah.
They beat Paganese.
Vincenzo, so they're out. You know,
Oh, yeah,
see-
they're out of the Coppa Italia.
So that's the problem with Body. They don't advance in the tournaments. They don't advance. So where you gonna go? You don't talk about Serie A. You have no right to speak about Serie A when you can't even get further into a
Well,
tournament.
they have to improve the defense. Even when
So-
they beat Paganese, you said it was ugly. They beat them 3-2.
Yes,
But
right.
in the back, you know,
Right,
they got to
right.
get it right for this week when they start. They got the first game, you know, they're playing Sciola, Lorenzano. Then they got week 4, Bari Regina. They're owned by Mike Piazza. He owns them. They're playing them week 4.
So that's what I mean. And, you know, you can't talk about anything else but this season with Serie A, with Body, and try to win the group.
Yeah, hopefully
That's
they
it.
do. That's the goal. And they got Potenza, week 18. Potenza. Can you believe it?
But
They're
that used to be a strong team long time ago, in the 70s.
Yeah. All these teams you're mentioning now, these teams that we'd never heard of before, got to get 3 points from them.
Yeah,
You have
yeah.
to. So,
That's the you got to get the job done. You did it in Serie D. You won the trophy for Serie D. They won
Who's the coach of Bari?
Giovanni Cornacchini. We've been getting some feedback from some Mola di Bari fans, Gianluca
Yeah.
Palanca. They don't like him. They don't like Cornacchini.
Massimo, George.
Lately, you know, he's not
I thought
looking
he
too
was a
good.
defenseman. I don't know why. Konachini sounds like a defender guy.
Yeah.
Well, he was the coach of Bari last year. They decided to keep him. We'll see if he can get the job done in C. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, Tony said that they need a better coach, but a lot of people are saying the same thing all of a sudden.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, that
Well-
Body's coach, they're not happy with him. So,
We'll see. You know.
listen, winning cures everything.
Yeah,
so let's see.
that's exactly right.
Right
We'll see.
now, the main concern is winning games,
Yeah.
really. Regardless of who the coach is, but they again, it comes down to players
Yeah.
anyway. It's always going to come down to players. You could fire the coach all you want.
Yeah, no, that's true. I mean,
You know.
we'll see. What's going to be? Are they going to make another big move before the season? It could be. They've made quite a bit of acquisitions this year.
It's going to come down to the players again
Yeah.
with Body, and let's see. Let's not, the season didn't even start yet,
Yeah,
so
that's true.
let's calm down and see. And this is coming from Italy, from Body. It's
Yeah.
coming from not coming
Yeah.
from here because we don't talk about that here except for on this show.
Yeah.
But
But they did win the Triangolare, Vincenzo. They beat Salernitana Regina. They won a trophy there.
Oh, see.
They tied Fiorentina. They played them in preseason. They tied them.
all right. I don't take too much into that. That's good, but again, preseason exhibition games, they don't really. It's just to get yourself to see what you have, right?
Yeah.
So
No, the key is to get back to where they belong. And
The
that's where they
key- the
started.
key for
They
me,
started
look,
B. They got to get back to B.
look, they should have gone further in the Coppa Italia.
Yeah,
They
of
should
course.
have, and they lost the second game, that's terrible. It's really not good.
Well, John, Coppa Italia,
Vincenzo, for
40,000 team participating, right?
But Vincenzo, listen,
They would've
for
got more money.
Body,
You said they would've.
in the position they're in, that they put themselves in, it would have been nice to see them advance a little bit,
Of course.
and do some positive things in the tournament. That's just my opinion.
Usually the first round of Coppa Italia, people that just play, they come from vacation,
Yeah.
they don't know if they're coming or going. It's like, but once you get through the first stage,
Yeah.
now you start picking up speed. You can beat anybody.
Right.
Yeah, and you know what? It was the Serie C Coppa Italia. It was a different Coppa Italia than
True.
what we're
Whatever it
talking
is, listen, they can only play wherever they can be placed in. It's okay
about.
for
Uncle
us.
Tony mentioned the
Yeah.
ownership of Body put a quality squad together. They should win Serie C.
Yeah, well, look, they should. Everyone should win. Juventus should win. Juventus should win Serie A. But it comes down to the players once
Yeah,
again.
it does.
They got to play the games. And what I would
think,
like to see also is the fans come out and see Body a little bit more than they did last year, because last year it was empty. I mean, you had your
think,
1,000 people, and that was
yeah.
it.
Well, John, the C division, you start getting a good former
Better than last year.
name team, like you mentioned before, Messina, Catanzaro,
Right.
Catania. Catania, Catanzaro, they were in A division
Yeah,
one
they
time,
were.
right?
They were.
So you get the name team, the fans will come out.
Well,
Yeah.
we got the ownership in place,
That's
right?
right.
We got they're pretty good
Yeah.
in that position with
Yeah.
the ownership. The coaching, all right. Listen, trust me, this guy's not gonna be around if they go
To B. I don't expect
even
them.
A, right?
Yeah, I
So-
don't expect them to
So
be
look,
there,
they're
yeah.
gonna, the coaching already, this is the second guy,
Yeah.
right? And so they're gonna change again. It's gonna be a
No,
third coach.
Yeah, they kept, but Konakini's been the same guy since last year.
Yeah,
so-
but the year before that,
Yeah,
so
it was
he's
somebody
been,
else.
for 1 year, he's been there.
Yeah, just 1 year.
Right, he's going on to his second.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's what I mean. And then if they get rid of him again, you know,
I don't expect Konakini to be in. If they get to Serie B
Let's
next
hope.
year, I don't think.
yeah, well, let's hope they have a good season, because if they don't have a good season, then he'll be gone
Yeah.
in the middle.
That's right, that's
So-
true.
So let's just
I
hope.
think Mirko Antonucci Abadi will probably be the best player in the division. I think he could be the leading scorer for sure.
Well,
Johnny, did you guys mention about the UEFA Cup between Chelsea and Liverpool?
No.
no, we didn't know.
speak of it.
Well, I guess for the first time, Johnny, this is something that you're proud of. I know you're proud of because we talk about heavy about the girls team.
Yes,
The referee,
okay,
the two linesmen, women ref.
yes. Yeah, that's,
an important event like
Yep.
UEFA Champions Super Cup.
right.
Liverpool. I tell you, there's three referees. The main one, beautiful,
Yeah.
very. You could see the movement. She was always on top of the play.
Of the play,
Like 2 miles away. Right away, yellow card. If you deserve a yellow card, you got one.
Well, there's absolutely no reason why women referees can't ref the men's game. And-
Well, like I said, this is the
There's
first
no
time,
reason.
John.
Right. So that's good. Well,
That's for the future. See, you're talking about equal pay, equal job.
Right.
If you can do the job, I don't care who you are.
yeah.
You deserve to be the referee. And you have to see, she was not a shaky, no, firm.
Right. Strong.
Honorable.
Strong.
Beautiful.
Vincenzo.
I love that.
Vincenzo. So whatever the game is, it could be the World Cup or it could be an exhibition game. You put the most
That's right.
right, the most qualified referees, no matter if it's male or female.
Of course.
That's it. So that's
in Italy, they should break this ice.
Well, you know what, Vincenzo? Eventually, it will happen. It's going to happen all around the world.
As soon as possible. I went before my time, John.
It's going to happen all over the place, Vincenzo. You'll see, and hopefully, the next World Cup, the men's World Cup, you'll probably see that too. All right.
What about replay besides Serie A, like in the lower divisions? They don't have it.
Well, I think that might be like a finance issue. But speaking of the women's team, I believe they're going to go to court now for that equal pay because they couldn't come to an agreement with the federation or something, right?
Really?
Something
Okay.
broke down, recently. I don't know if you saw that. So they're going to go to court. They're going to go to court for that to try and take care of that situation there. So good luck to them to
Well,
get
good
equal
luck,
pay.
John.
Yeah, let's see what happens with that. But they are, they're breaking down some walls here, on the women's side, which is good.
What about Vincenzo and John? Who do you think is going to win the Serie A goal scoring title this year? Last year it was Quagliarella. Who's it going to be this year?
No, Quagliarella this year, he was scoring maybe around 20 and no more than that.
20's a lot.
Still, for his age, right?
20's a lot.
For his age,
He's my age.
Well, listen, what about Ronaldo?
That's who a lot of experts think Ronaldo could do it this year.
I would say Ronaldo, even though Johnny is your age, right, 34,
Oh, I wish I was 34.
Ronaldo, the way he plays, he could play 100 games in 1 year.
Yeah, well, he's definitely in great shape, number one. So,
I
He's
think
a stationary
I
player.
think
And, if you make a mistake, hasta la vista.
yeah.
I think Ciccio Caputo will compete because last year he got 16 goals, and now this is his second straight year in Serie A.
Yeah.
I think he's going to compete. He might be in the double, he'll be in the double digits. Could he score 20 to 30? That would be awesome if he can. But Domenico Berardi, last year he only scored 8 goals. John,
No,
they
Verratti,
need.
no,
I don't know what happened.
Verratti,
When
the
this kid
team
was
plays for
when this
him,
kid was a youngster, he
scored.
scored 16 goals the year that Prandelli didn't take him to the World Cup. He scored when he was a youngster, and now all of a sudden he's not able to. They say he's the next Roberto Baggio, but he's not
Right,
doing
yeah.
what he's supposed to be doing in terms of this guy should be taking over Serie A. He's not.
So aside from Ronaldo, who else could could
You
lead
know,
the
you
league.
got Petagna still playing with Spalla.
Yeah, Petagna, he's another interesting player.
Don't forget about Super Mario.
Yes,
Johnny,
Balotelli.
you play there. I don't know
probably-
if he scored 10 goals,
Yeah,
you're
we'll
lucky.
see.
Well,
see
let's
what he
see.
can
Again, let's see what happens. You know, if
You know,
he's...
the contract that he signed, if they say if he score, like I said, 10 goals, you get a bonus.
Right.
If Brescia
Incentives, yeah.
remain in Serie A, he gets another bonus.
Yeah,
Right.
you know,
Bonus, everything's bonus here.
Incentive, yeah. incentive.
Icardi could do very well, depending on where he's going to be.
Now,
The
Icardi, listen, you know where he belongs, Icardi? Send him back to Argentina.
Well, listen, we got another about 15 or so minutes to go, a little 14 minutes, something like that. Let's give
What
some...
about Lukaku? Lukaku could do something this year.
Lukaku, for me, Lukaku
Yeah.
Petagna.
Yeah,
They're
Lukaku.
similar type player, Vito.
Yeah, he, you know,
They're
he's
the
always.
area.
Yeah, in the area
behind
he
the
could.
area,
Yeah, he's
you
a
know,
dangerous
don't
player,
make a mistake
and he's a
in the
bull.
area.
Lukaku in the, you know, 20 yards
Yeah.
away. He's a big
He's a
force.
beast, yeah.
He's a beast. He's physical, and he could score
and
for
that-
his stature.
Right.
He's a pure goal scorer.
That's what Balotelli's made out of.
Yeah.
Right, he's the same way.
sure.
So anyhow, let's give MLS a little...
Respect.
Yeah, a little bit, you know, they had an
John,
all-star.
Don't forget Lukaku. We just mentioned.
Well, Tony, we'll see what happens. My favorite guy now is Super Mario. It's no secret. I've been talking about him for years on the show. We show a lot of videos of him scoring goals. Super Mario, and let's see. I hope he has a good season. That's all.
John, nothing wrong with Super Mario. He has to get his head together.
Right.
Super Mario
when
needs
he does
Luigi.
that-
The Mario Brothers.
Believe me, that's the
And
type
that-
of guy you want to see, John.
That's another thing, Vincenzo. We've been saying that for how many years with this guy?
Yeah.
Get your head together.
Yeah.
Stay out of trouble. Don't go out drinking. Don't let the fans.
Of course.
Because a lot of times it's the fans. It's the racist remarks with him. That, you know, when he hears that from the fans, the opposing team, he gets all. You know, you got to let that go. You know, try to let it go.
You know,
So
Balotelli, the Italian team needs Balotelli. Balotelli needs the Italian national team because he's got
Yeah,
experience.
right.
We saw him in
He's gotta
Cassano.
be-
What they did that year, they
he's
got us
gotta-
to the final. Remember that year,
Yeah.
a few Euro Cups ago?
he's got to be there. For my opinion, he's got to be the striker for the Italians, for them to do anything, maybe. So anyway, let's talk about the MLS. They had an All-Star game recently. They played against.
I heard about it. What was it, an English team?
They played a Spanish
Oh,
team.
a Spanish team.
Right. Wasn't Real Madrid.
Atletico?
Atletico.
Atletico
Right.
Madrid.
Exactly. So they came in here and they played the best of the MLS. And what was the
MLS.
result? What was the result, Vincent?
I believe it was 2-2, Johnny.
I think it was 3-0.
Oh,
MLS 0.
You told me about
Okay.
that.
Well,
You're disappointed.
remember, you're playing against Atletico Madrid. It's like Inter
Yeah, of course.
in Spain.
Maybe even more. I mean, they may be the favorites to win the Champions League.
Oh, really? We'll see.
All right? They may be up there with Juventus to win the Champions League. I'd like to see both of them in the final, in my opinion.
Okay.
So anyhow, the MLS once again embarrassed themselves, I think, right, by playing this team, number one. You want to schedule a game with them, at least be in the game.
Yeah.
They lost 3-0
Yeah.
at home. We're here. You know, they played in Orlando. So, again, another disaster for the MLS. If that's the case, then you know what? Schedule games against teams that you know you can have a chance of
Yeah,
winning.
Mexican club.
Anybody,
Yeah.
right? Anybody. So, again, for me,
Tony, I hope Mancini calls him.
yeah. Well, let's see. We'll hope. He's got to score some goals. So anyway, Vincenzo, as far as the MLS goes, other than that, the disaster they played in the All-Star game, we mentioned a few minutes ago that LAFC. There's 2 games in LA, 2 teams that have in LA, right?
Yeah, and then the Galaxy. Yeah.
Right. So the Galaxy is the team that's in second, third place, and LAFC, the new team, is running away with the league.
Yeah,
So they're going to be the best team during the regular season, but that doesn't mean anything.
yeah.
History shows in this league,
Yeah.
if you win the Supporters Shield, that doesn't mean you're going to win the MLS Cup.
Yeah.
So they got to be careful here a little bit, you know. And now that no one's going to catch them, they're so far ahead. All right, here's the standings right here if you want to take a look at that. And, you know, we'll see what happens with the MLS. I mean, they changed their format a little bit.
And you think Miami eventually, when they become, they go officially in the MLS
Yeah.
with Beckham, you think that might be the rise?
MLS is going to expand.
Yeah.
Miami's coming in next year,
Yeah.
but I believe there's another team coming in also. If it's-
Cincinnati.
No, Cincinnati's already in this
Okay.
year. The Carolinas, I think, there might be a team. So they're expanding. They're going to 30, I believe it is.
Yeah,
I don't
good.
know what they have here now. They got
Yeah.
12. They got 24. I think they're going to go to 30.
Mm-hmm, good.
So Vincenzo, but the problem here is, I think, with this league, the talent is stretched out. There's so many bad teams, you know. And
The
it-
money, Johnny, if you have a good money, like the Cosmos days, you had the best.
oh,
I mean, even though they were over
Those-
30, but they were still good like Beckenbauer.
there's so much parity in this league.
Eusebio.
Yeah.
They need to bring, like Imbranovic, good, some other,
Yeah.
you know, like Ribery would have been
Well-
a good one over here in MLS.
Yeah, but that's like, again, you're gonna now you can now Vincenzo, you can say the retirement league. Come on, it's not about the
But
money.
they can still manage, you know, they have experiences. They're not the
That-
Mickey Mouse guys.
That's not going to be
They-
about the money, but
Yeah, I
you-
would've- if Castano wanted to play, he would
Yeah, I was
come
gonna
over
say,
here.
yeah, 'cause-
another guy that retired. Forget it.
37.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? It's a shame because when David Beckham came young to the MLS when he was like 31, it looked like they were going in the right direction.
But you know,
They didn't
Beckham,
continue.
Zlatan, I mean, these guys, he's an impact player. When he came in, Zlatan, to the first game,
Yeah.
he scored these
Yeah.
2 goals.
Yeah.
He scored.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, those are impact players.
Yeah.
All right, if you want to be a little older, Vincenzo, but you got to have an impact right away in the league. You got to make an impact. You can't come here just to, you know.
Quagliarella would be good at
Yeah,
one.
he
He's
would be because he's
37.
a scorer. Yeah,
He
he's
would be
a,
a perfect
But
player.
you see, guys like him, Vincenzo, in my opinion, guys like him, they're not going to leave Italy. They're you know,
I
they're
know.
just,
I'm
they're
saying,
too,
you know, let's say
yeah.
the competition is really getting rough over there.
Right.
You know, Quagliarella is still, he has still a couple of cents left on his
Yeah.
skill.
Yeah.
I would have, you know, I would have
Hey,
signed him up.
I was okay with, I wanted De Rossi to come here,
yeah.
you know, but he chose to go
You
to
know,
Boca. So.
even Jovinko helped the MLS out, but
Yeah.
why didn't they do more of it?
Well, Jovinko's a hope for me. Again, my opinion with Jovinko's a different story. Something happened because he's too young. He was very
Yeah,
young when
he was,
came.
he was.
Something happened in Italy.
Yeah.
Over there, he's getting a triple times salary.
He might have pissed some people off in Italy,
Oh,
you
really?
know, because he came here.
Yeah.
Right now, where is he playing?
Where is he now? He's
Saudi Arabia,
abroad.
right?
Yeah, he's abroad. Yeah, he left.
That's all
But-
right, because who's got the
Yeah.
money?
Right,
Yeah.
right. Yeah, they do. Right,
Yeah.
they do. So again, with the MLS, Vincenzo, I think there's just too much parity. That on any week, any team can beat anybody except for LAFC. I mean, they're the top team in the, you know. But other than that, there's no guarantees. No anyone can beat anybody.
Let's talk about Serie B also, guys, because we didn't bring them up. The first week, Ascoli Trapani, back in B, Cittadella, Spezia, Crotone, Cosenza, Empoli is playing Juve Stabia, Perugia, Chievo Verona, who got relegated,
Yep.
Pisa, Benevento, Pordenone, they're in Serie B. All of a sudden, this team was in D a couple years.
Well, they made the climb.
Yeah,
that's it.
Frosinone, and then Salernitana, Pescara, Venezia, Cremonese, Virtus,
Yeah.
Entella versus Livorno. So that's the first week of Serie B.
All right. Well, listen, Serie B again. We're not even gonna. I mean, there's really
Usually,
nothing.
Serie B, Johnny, it's more like hometown. You're rooting for your hometown.
Right. Yeah. We don't.
You
we-
don't
there's-
root for the best, you know.
No.
Says, okay, what do you got? Let's say Catania, right?
Yeah.
If you're from Catania, you want to see Catania doing good.
Yeah.
Whatever. Right?
Yeah.
Just saying the names. I noticed that you said Salernitana and everything. So people from those areas, they're going to root for them. Otherwise, you don't care about what
I just
happens.
want to talk about the major clubs like in Serie A, like what they have them as the starting 11.
Yeah. Let's hold off. We only got about 2 minutes left. Vincenzo.
Okay, Johnny.
Vincenzo, Aspet, before we go, one more thing to note about the MLS. Are they playing favoritism with Zlatan? Meaning they don't give him red cards when he's fouling. There was an elbow that he put to somebody. I think he broke the player's jaw.
No, really.
And nothing, not even a yellow card.
Oh, Johnny, do you got the VAR? Remember, I don't know if they use the VAR
They
in
do.
MLS.
Yes, they do.
If they use the VAR, in Italy, if you commit a foul in midfield and the ball is
Yeah.
on the other side, and the head referee in the VAR section
Yeah.
calls up whatever the way they're communicating through the headset,
Yeah.
and they say, check the VAR because
Okay.
apparently this guy hit somebody in the jaw, in the stomach, and you got you cannot escape.
Right. All right,
There's a lot
Vincenzo.
of people that don't want to show the foul that
Yeah.
Ibrahimovic committed. Then shame on the VAR because referee,
Yeah.
like you said, if you're not positioning properly, like those three girls
Yeah.
there, I'm telling you, I'm very proud.
Well,
of
it's
you.
clear,
How many
you
times
know,
I tell you.
in that case, Vincenzo, in that case, it's clear he broke the player's jaw. But anyway, Vincenzo, we're running out of time.
Okay.
One more thing I just want to note out. Mr. Rooney's going to be leaving the MLS after this season, so we're going to lose another one of those star players. So, Vincenzo, thank you for calling in, Vincenzo.
And thank you guys for the great, outstanding job, you and Vito.
All right, thank you
very
again. We'll
much.
talk to you, Vincenzo.
Va bene, ciao ciao.
Fabrizio
tutti.
mentioned, is this the year that Inter chances of overtaking Juventus? Then he says, and does Bari have a chance to make Serie A?
Well,
a couple
we
years,
got to go to
hopefully.
B first, and then we'll go to A. All right, I think.
And I just wanted to say
we're
the
gonna
starting
wrap
lineup,
up.
just Juventus is going to come out like this, John. They have Schnezgi,
Well, he's the starting goalkeeper.
Di
yeah.
Chilio De Ligt, the guy from Ajax. Kellini, Alexandro, Emre Can, Panjic, Ramsey, Bernadeschi, Ronaldo. And
All right,
Douglas
guys,
Costa.
we'll see you guys on the next show. Thank you for watching on the Facebook side of things. Thank you on the television side. We'll see you guys in about a month.
Bari, grande amore, Bari unica e sola, Bari nel nostro cuore, non ti lasceremo da sola, facci sognare ancora, facci gridare ancora, Bari nel nostro cuore, non ti lasceremo da sola mai. Quanti viaggi con gli amici, tanti posti sconosciuti, tutti uniti innamorati di un sogno. Canto sempre con orgoglio, anche quando sono stanco, mai nessuno può distruggere il mio sogno. Bari, grande amore, Bari unica e sola, Bari nel nostro cuore, non ti lasceremo da sola mai. Bari nel nostro cuore, non ti lasceremo